Ladies, gentlemen, and Pokemon trainers of all ages, welcome to the most ridiculous, most patient destroying, most sparkle filled adventure I've ever attempted. Bolomon's Paldea Shiny Map Quest. Now, what is a map quest? Well, imagine this. You have to catch a shiny Pokemon in every single area on the map. Sounds simple, right? Wrong! It's simple, like saying climbing Mount Everest is just walking uphill. I decided to do my first ever map quest in the beautiful region of Paldea. You know, land of olive rolls, weird dancing flamingos, and Pokemon that love to taunt you by not being shiny with a weird lighting system. There are 19 areas in Paldea, and my mission is to find a shiny in each one. That's right, no skipping, no excuses, no mercy. So why did I start this madness? Well, you'll see more in the next video, but here's the short version. I was playing with a friend, minding my own shiny business, when he goes, "Hey, wanna do a shiny map quest together?" And I, like a fool, said, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And just like that, it escalated into a full-blown competition. Who will complete the quest first? Who will lose their sanity first? Who will accidentally phase on a Shinx for 3 hours? Stick to find out. And so it begins. Bolomon's Paldea Shiny Map Quest. The journey begins in South Province. The journey begins in South. Oh my god. The journey begins in South Province Area 1, because of course it does. I'm scanning the area for something worth shiny hunting, and then I see it. The legend, the icon, the chonkiest of all chonks, Lechonk. When shiny, this glorious pig straight up looks like Peppa Pig after a night out. Slightly lighter, slightly sassier, but absolutely fabulous. So, I get to work making a normal type sparkling sandwich. Easy, right? Wrong. It took me 3 tries to keep all the ingredients from falling off the bread. But finally, I had my sandwich boosting odds, baby. 15 minutes later, boom! There she was, my shiny Peppa Pig, just casually standing on the side of a hill like she was waiting for a bus. I run in for the encounter, then face the most important decision of any shiny hunt. What ball matches the vibe? After an intense, life-altering 3 seconds of thought, I go with the heal ball. And just like that, caught. One down, a lot more to go. South Province Area 1, complete! Next stop, South Province Area 2, the home turf of Katie, the bug-type gym leader. You know, the one who will absolutely destroy you with a Teddiursa if you underestimate her. Now, I still had my normal type sparkling sandwich timer running from the last hunt, so I was thinking, if I'm lucky, maybe I can pull off 2 shinies in one sandwich. Big brain shiny hunter energy. Looking around, I see a lot of Starly. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about that, because in Legends Arceus, shiny Starly were basically handing out themselves like free samples at Costco. But hey, a shiny is a shiny. The hunt starts. Nothing exciting happens. Until 7 minutes in, BAM! Shiny Starly. This golden bird pops up like it just flew from a sun tanning vacation. I run in, ready to catch it in style. I decide on the Safari Ball. Pure nature aesthetic. But then, disaster strikes. In the moment of pure Bolomon misclick magic, I accidentally yeet a sport ball at it instead. Was it what I wanted? No. Did I still catch it? Absolutely. At the end of the day, shiny caught is shiny caught. South Province Area 2, complete. Next up, South Province Area 3. Now, I still had my shiny normal type sandwich timer ticking down, but honestly, I had zero hope. I was fully prepared to walk out of here empty handed. But then, less than 3 minutes in, boom! Out of nowhere, a shiny young goose just materializes like it's late for work. And this is wild, because young goose was barely spawning at all, even with the encounter boost. Forget luck, this was divine intervention from the shiny gods themselves. I go straight for the heal ball. Nope, it breaks out. Second heal ball. Still nope. At this point, I started thinking, so I finally bring in Gallade, who gives it the old false swipe special down to 1 HP. I throw one more ball, and finally, clink, it clicks. Shiny secured, sandwich miracle complete. South Province Area 3, complete. Alright, time for some serious organization. So, I made myself a special box just for my MapQuest shinies. Think of it like my own little Pokemon museum, minus the ticket price. Next up, flying into South Province Area 4 to track down my next sparkling prize. By now, my trusty normal type sandwich was toast, but I switched gears and whipped up a dark type sandwich, cause you gotta keep those shiny odds mysterious and edgy. Good one? Nope. Okay, that was a bad joke. Well, it was still daytime, no shiny Mastiff in sight, but then night fell. Roaming the shadows, I noticed some Murkrow hanging around too. Maybe I'd get lucky twice. Spoiler alert, my luck decided to take a nap. After about 30 minutes... Wait. Spoiler alert. My god. Spoiler alert. Wait. Spoiler alert, my luck decided to take a nap. Unlike earlier where I was finding 3 shinies per sandwich like it was Black Friday, this hunt took the entire sandwich. After about 30 minutes of chasing shadows, BAM! Shiny Mastiff pops out. But something was kinda odd. It wasn't hanging out with the pack like the others, just solo, doing its own thing. I thought whatever, I don't care. And went for the encounter. I brought in Gallade, false swiped it, put it to sleep, and then threw a luxury ball because classy catches only, right? And just like that, caught. South Province Area 4, complete. Now here's the kicker. My opponent was way ahead of me, so I knew it was time to stop messing around and pick up the pace if I wanted to win this shiny showdown. Next up on this shiny adventure, South Province Area 5. My dark type sandwich, totally wiped out. So I'm on the hunt for a new shiny I don't already have. I spotted something that catches my eye. Pawniard. Now if you don't know, Scarlet and Violet brought up some fresh new evolutions to the table, and one of them is Kingambit, the upgrade of Bisharp. So naturally, if I wanted that shiny Kingambit, first I gotta snag a shiny Pawniard. Goal set, mission clear, I whipped up a steel type sandwich and got to hunting. And thank the shiny gods it didn't take forever this time. Just within 8 minutes, a shiny Pawniard pops up like, here I am, ready to be caught. The blue on the sky, straight fire. I dive into the encounter, but for some reason the camera decides to throw me a curveball and angles behind the Pokemon. No fancy sparkle shots for the gram this time, but honestly, at the moment, I didn't even care. Using my big brain energy, I false swipe it down to 1 HP, then slam a luxury ball on it, because if you're gonna catch a shiny, gotta do it in style. South Province Area 5, complete. Okay, real talk. I'm not 100% sure if I was going in the right order, but hey, at the time, I thought South Province Area 6 was next, so I just flew there and rolled with it. Turns out, not a lot of Pokemon spawned there, mostly Klefki. Probably because my steel type sandwich was still going on, or maybe Klefki just really loves the area. The real problem is, Klefki is tiny, like microscopic tiny. I found myself stopping at every single Pokemon like a detective on a magnifying glass, squinting to see if it was shiny or just a regular Cheekang looking thing. Honestly, it was kind of infuriating. Part of me was like, you know what? Maybe I don't even want a shiny Klefki. But then my sandwich ran out, which meant it was time to cook up something new to boost my shiny chances once again. Sylveon. Sylveon is a popular shiny hunt here, and honestly, it is a gorgeous shiny. So I made a fairy type sandwich and got back to business. But here's the kicker. No fairy type Pokemon spawned for even a whole 5 minutes. Then out of nowhere, a shiny Go-Goat just popped up while I was walking along the edge. Like what? Crazy luck. I ran into it, threw a ball, and caught that bad boy. South Province Area 6 complete. Next, I flew over to East Province Area 2. My fairy type sandwich was still going strong, but honestly, I had no clue fairy type Pokemon even spawned there. Then boom, I spotted Marrow, and it hits me. Oh yeah, Marrow is a fairy. Oh yeah, Marrow is a fairy type. I figured that would be the shiny I find there. Yep, just 5 minutes after landing and running around, I see a shiny Marrow chilling on a hill. I false swipe it down and caught it in a level ball. Gotta keep it classy. But wait, the moment I finish catching that shiny Marrow, another shiny Marrow spawns right there. How does this even happen? How much luck can one guy have in one video? Of course, I ran up and caught it instantly. Still probably stunned by my insane shiny luck. East Province Area 2 complete. No clue what shiny I was gonna hunt here, but after wandering up and down the hill, and I mean literally climbing up and down, which area is this again? Anyways, I was in this area, I forgot which area it was called. I settled on a Mudbray. Why? Because with the ground type sandwich, I could pretty much isolate Mudbray, except for Phanpy, which loves to crash the party. So sandwich made, I start the ultimate uphill downhill shiny hunt. And I mean up and down, and up and down, and up and down, and up and down. You get the idea. Mudbray was playing hard to get, not showing up for ages. I was starting to think that my luck had officially run out on this one. Phanpy kept popping up though, and it's shiny? Not exactly headline news. Every time Phanpy looked a little off color, I'd run up, check if it was shiny, and when it wasn't, I'd yell at the Scarlet and Violet lighting engine. Yep. After what felt like an eternity of hill climbing and shining, finally there it was. My shiny Mudbray chilling on the edge of the hill like it owned the place. Which it did. Caught it in the nest ball, feeling like a champion, and moved on to the next location. West Province Area 1 complete. Oh yeah, that's where the area was. After that epic Mudbray chase, I headed straight for the Asado Desert, cause why not turn up the heat and sand? My ground type sandwich was still going strong, which also meant, yep, you guessed it, Phanpy was still haunting me. Seriously, this little guy is like that one friend who never takes a hint and keeps showing up uninvited. And to make things even more dramatic, it was sandstorming. I don't even know if that's a word. It is now. I'd barely been hunting for 5 minutes when BAM! Out of the dusty haze, a shiny Silicobra slithers up into my life. No time to panic, I quickly saved, ran up, and locked in the encounter. With a smooth throw, I caught it in a nest ball, because you gotta keep that desert vibe going, right? Asado Desert, complete. Next up, West Province Area 2, aka the Big Cave, because if you know, you know. Ground sandwich still in effect, so when I dive into that cave, I'm swimming in Pokemon like Larvitar, Diglett, and Gible. It's basically a ground type buffet down there. But as all good things must, the sandwich had to eventually end. Looking around, I noticed a ton of dragon type Pokemon sprawling. Gible and Noibat were everywhere. So naturally, I whipped up a dragon type sandwich, because why not go full dragon energy? Since then, the cave basically turned into a Noibat and Gible rave. Now, I'm low-key obsessed with shiny Noibat. They look so cool and sleek. But honestly, a shiny Gible ain't too shabby either. After 22 minutes of intense shiny hunting, because patience is a virtue, right? I finally spot a shiny Gible. And let me tell you, shiny Gible is way more noticeable than its evolved form. Like, dude, this guy is straight up sparkling. I swooped in, encountered it, and nailed the catch with a luxury ball. West Province Area 2, complete. Right next to West Province Area 2 is West Province Area 3. And this is where my luck decided to take a vacation. After wandering around a bit, I got the brilliant idea to shiny hunt Sudowoodo, because who doesn't want a shiny tree that looks like it's trying way too hard? With that goal locked in, I made myself a rock type sandwich and got to hunting. And I hunted, and I hunted, and hunted, and hunted, and hunted, and hunted, and hunted, and hunted. Like, 4 sandwiches later, still nothing. 2 hours deep, and finally, a different colored log shows up. You know what? I don't even like Sudowoodo anymore. This is exactly what happened with Ghastly in the previous video. If you saw that, you know the pain. This was pure wasted time that it could have been using for something way more productive. Like, I don't know, shiny hunting our next Pokemon? Lesson learned. Some shinies just want you to suffer. West Province Area 3, complete. After surviving the torture of West Province Area 3, I made my way to East Province Area 3, a rock-type hotspot. Honestly, I was praying to Arceus himself to bless me with a quick shiny, because my patience was hanging by a thread. And guess what? Arceus heard my cries and gifted me a shiny Roly-Poly. And not just any shiny, but one that popped up in only 10 minutes. Now, I was kind of worried I'd miss it, because let's be real, shiny Roly-Poly isn't exactly the easiest to spot. Its shiny form is kinda subtle. But for once, the Scarlet and Violet lighting engine actually did me a solid, and I saw those sparkles loud and clear. How did I see the sparkles loud? What? I swooped in, caught it in a luxury ball, because you gotta keep things fancy. And it kept this shiny train moving. East Province Area 3, complete. Up at the top of the map, we've got North Province Area 1. My trusty rock type sandwich was still going strong. So naturally, I was swimming in Lycanroc spawns, and since it was nighttime, all of them were a slick midnight form. I really wanted a shiny midnight Lycanroc, like obsession level. But as I hunted, the sandwich timer started ticking down, and no shiny showed up. I guess it just wasn't meant to be this time. Then the timer ran out, and then boom, daytime hit. I looked around and I saw Ampharos and Mareep popping up everywhere. I instantly thought, okay, shiny electric types? Yes please. So I quickly whipped up a shiny electric type sandwich and dove back into the hunt. And while I was at it, Pawmi also started spawning. What? And while I was at it, Pawmi also started spawning. Cute little paw fighter. Now here's where things got a little mysterious. I had to stop recording. Yeah, sorry, but trust me, I kept hunting offline. And guess what? I eventually found a shiny Pawmi. And here it is to prove it. I actually have it like in my box. I caught it like any other Pokemon. No fancy tricks, just good old fashioned shiny luck. North Province Area 1, complete. Right above East Province Area 3 is North Province Area 2. I was so pumped to hunt here because the Pokemon lineup is fire. Like Luxray, Pawniard, Bisharp, Scyther, and yep, even some Among Us looking Pokemon were hanging out in the bamboo. Honestly, this place kinda gives me China vibe with all the bamboo everywhere. Quick heads up though, I still wasn't recording. Sorry guys, the struggle is real. After roaming in the bamboo forest for a bit, bam, out of nowhere, I stumble on a yellow cat. Wait, is it a jaguar? A lion? I honestly don't even. What? Honestly, I'm not even sure. But what I do know is that I found a shiny Luxray. Not too shabby, though I can't help but wonder how many shiny Shinx I'm gonna find when I finally get around to playing Legends Arceus. Arceus? How do you guys say it? What? I caught that shiny Luxray like a boss and kept the shiny train rolling. North Province Area 2 complete. Alright folks, this one I actually caught on camera. I ventured into Castoria Lake, home of some of the coolest water Pokemon around. I whipped up a shiny water type sandwich, hoping to snag a shiny Gyarados for Veluza. But guess what? I found something even better. You know, Castoria Lake is famous for its great performance. And let me tell you, I loved shiny hunting there. About 6 minutes in, disaster struck. Just watch this clip. Bro, what was I even supposed to do? It literally disappeared into thin air and it just wouldn't show up again. Thankfully, I saved before the encounter, so I thought, no problem, I'll just reset and it'll be there, right? I didn't even get a chance to move, and poof, it sank into the unknown again. Resetting again, third time's the charm, right? Thankfully, on the third time, I encountered it and caught it in a heal ball. Can you imagine if I wasn't recording this? Nobody would believe me. Castoria Lake, complete. Alright, buckle up. This is literally the luckiest part in the whole video. Right after Castoria Lake, I flew straight into Glaciado? How do you guys say it? I flew up into the Snow Mountain, and just look at this clip. I walked for about 1 minute, literally 60 seconds, and bam, a shiny Abomasnow just popped out of nowhere. Now get this, I had a water type sandwich going on, not ice type, so spotting this guy was basically a Christmas miracle. I saved immediately, ran up, and brought its health down to 1. I threw a dive ball hoping it would stick, and to add to the insane luck, it did. It was like a Pokemon drive-thru. Hey, can I get 1 shiny Abomasnow to go? Yeah, sure thing. In and out. That's crazy. I swear catching this thing was smoother than my last online order. And just like that, Glaciado Mountain complete. Next up, I hit the place that is pretty much poison central. Tag Tree Thicket. Or as I almost called it, Lag Tree Thicket, because this place is so laggy. The spawns, a wild mix of Amoonguss, Foongus, Strudel, Grafaiai, and even some Venonat crashing the party. After my Switch basically fried itself from all the running, and surviving the Tag Tree Thicket grind, I finally spotted it. A shiny purple Strudel. Honestly, this shiny isn't bad at all. For some reason, I really dig its vibe. I ran in, false swiped it down to 1 HP, and threw a luxury ball, and nailed it on the first try. And just like that, tag tree thicket complete. A lot of T's. Alright, the poison type sandwich was still going on strong, so I flew over to Area 0 to see if there were any poison Pokemon hanging around. I wandered the area like a confused tourist looking for some souvenirs, and then I spotted it. Some Venomoths were floating around. Now this hunt wasn't quite as brutal as the whole Sudowoodo saga, but it did take some time. About after 20-ish minutes, because hey, patience is a shiny hunter's best friend, a blue Venomoth popped up like, surprise! Bet you didn't see me coming. I charged in, false swiped it down to 1 HP and put it to sleep. Because who doesn't love a good nap? And threw a dive ball. And guess what? It caught! Boom! Another shiny in the bag. Area 0 complete. Alright, the final stop in this shiny adventure. East Province, Area 1. Honestly, there weren't many exciting Pokemon to hunt here, so I settled on an adorable Litleo. I whooped up a fire type sandwich and got to it. Now, full disclosure, I was exhausted at this point. I'd been grinding for like the last 6 areas straight, so when a shiny didn't show up on the first sandwich, I was pretty annoyed. But then on the second sandwich, a shiny Litleo finally decided to make an appearance. At this point, I was so done, so I just threw a luxury ball like I was tossing laundry into a basket. And guess what? It stuck on the first try. With that, East Province Area 1 complete. Editor Bolomon here from the future. So also after I shiny hunted Luxray, I went to North Province Area 3, which I forgot to record, and there I found a shiny Tarantula because there was an outbreak happening there at the time of recording, and I forgot to put it in my script, I guess, and so I don't know how to prove it to you besides showing you that I have a shiny Tarantula next to the Luxray and before like the other Pokemon that came after it. Sorry guys, I just have a shiny. I don't know what to tell you. I have one. I found it fair and square in North Province Area 3. Man, what a journey. Now it's time to catch some Z's before my next shiny quest. And that's it. Every single area in Paldea, shiny, conquered. This journey was way longer, luckier, and honestly, way more chaotic than I ever expected. From triple shinies in one sandwich to hours wasted chasing stubborn Pokemon. Looking at you, Sudowoodo. Every moment made this map quest unforgettable. I learned that shiny hunting is equal in parts of patience, strategy, and pure randomness, but also that the thrill of seeing those sparkles never gets old. Whether I was flying high with insane luck or grinding through endless hunts, every shiny has its own little story. And now they're all part of the Ultimate Paldea collection. So, in the end, who won the competition? Well, I did. I completed the map quest first, though my friend wasn't far behind. I want to say thanks for watching the video and have a great day. God loves you.